Sit rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
Sometimes I'll go back with another video. I'm Strange Wang. He is Nate. Today we're doing a bracket. We did the 2000s comedies. We did the 90s comedies. And now we're doing comedies of the 1980s. What's the best one? We don't know. Get into it, Nate Areno.
First up, we have Caddyshack versus Three Amigos.
Chubby Chase on Chubby Chase crime.
Yeah.
Three Amigos is a better arcing story.
Yeah, that's true.
More consistent jokes. I laugh much harder at Caddyshack, though.
Yeah, I'm personally not crazy about either of these.
Really?
Yeah.
If you had to ask, mine's the Chubby Chase thing. I could see you being a Three Amigos guy. Stan, Three Amigos guy?
No, he's not crazy about
Really?
it. Yeah, he'll back in the day when we used to actually flip through channels, if Three Amigos was on, he would keep going. And then if nothing else was on that he would want to watch, he would come back to Three Amigos.
That's interesting.
He's also not a big Caddyshack guy, which it's just not his type.
I just don't see him liking Caddyshack.
Caddyshack, honestly, is not my type of humor either.
Yeah.
But I'm certainly not going to argue with you about Caddyshack over Three Amigos, because I do still really love the "Don't sell yourself short, Judge. You're a terrible slouch" line from the locker room. So for that line alone, I'm telling you right now, we're probably going to be playing some rock, paper, scissors over Caddyshack at some point.
This motherfucker made my decision for me. I didn't say I was picking Caddyshack.
I thought you did say you were picking Caddyshack.
I said I laugh harder at Caddyshack.
Oh, you made it sound like
that's a consistent film.
Were you going to pick Three Amigos?
I haven't got that far. I was thinking about what kind of movies your father likes.
Do you want me to refresh it?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so you're going to pick Caddyshack.
Well, fuck it, we ball. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Police Academy versus Christmas Story.
Christmas Story is a movie with some jokes. Police Academy is a comedy movie.
That's true.
So I have to be in line and pick Police Academy for sure.
Yeah, I'm not against that.
You seen Police Academy?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty funny.
It's got the guy that can make all the noises with his mouth.
Yeah, all that shit. Making sirens and shit. Attaboy.
Uncle Buck versus Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Uncle Buck has really funny moments. I think Bill and Ted's a funnier movie overall.
Yeah. I really like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's definitely a big nostalgia factor. But it was just I probably saw both of these movies when I was around the same age, which if I had to guess was probably 8 or 9. And Bill and Ted were just way more cooler to me than a movie that had a bunch of adults in it.
Yeah.
So,
and Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, and the kid from Home Alone, which is probably how I knew him back then. But Bill and Ted?
Yeah.
Fast Times versus Back to the Future 2.
I would say A Christmas Story is more of a comedy than Back to the Future 2.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, movie with meager jokes. Fast Times, it has more jokes peppered in. So Fast Times for sure.
I don't disagree. I don't
you
like
hate
either
both
of those
yeah,
movies.
So.
Oh, why?
Damn.
Why would you do this to us? Coming to America versus Trading Places. I love both these movies. I think they're excellent. I miss when Eddie Murphy was funny. But for me, I think it's pretty clear. I like Trading Places a little bit more than I like Coming to America, but I think Coming to America is funnier.
See, I'm the opposite.
Really?
I think Coming to America is a much better movie. Trading Places is funnier. Let me think. I'm trying to think of scenes.
I love both of these movies so much. I don't really care which one moves on. So it's whatever.
Coming to America then.
But it's sad to me that those were matched up in the first round, because I would have much rather that been a semifinal. 48 Hours versus For Your Height Only. Huh. Well,
I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm gonna watch it.
yeah. I've never seen either.
It's definitely a
of these.
James Bond ripoff. You never seen 48 Hours?
No, I know you have. I've heard you talk about it.
Oh my god. He goes into Eddie Murphy. They're like looking for a scoop. It's a buddy cop movie. He goes in and he goes up to this big redneck. He like starts an argument with him. He like pulls a gun on him. And like he takes the gun or some shit. He shows him his bag. He's like, there's a new sheriff in town. There's a bunch of rednecks. I think he says the N word too. I can't remember. Funny fucking scene. 48 Hours. Since that's the only one either of us seen.
Back to the Future versus Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Planes, Trains, Automobiles. Easy.
Yeah.
Again, same reason why Back to the Future 2 lost.
Yeah, get Back to the Future here. I'm gonna Get You, Sucker versus Porky's.
I feel like you didn't see either of these movies.
I've seen Porky's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's your reaction to Porky's? How do you feel about Porky's?
I watched it when I was a teenager, so I was like, because American Pie was huge,
you was pausing and whacking.
Well, so American Pie was huge, and like when American Pie got huge, they re-released a bunch of like raunchy 80s movies on DVD, and I think I rented this out of a Red box.
Oh yeah. Pausing and whacking.
Yeah, it had some funny moments. I mean, you know me well enough to know that it's not like
that's why I was surprised you
my
seen
favorite kind of movie, but I've never seen I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. So
it's a parody of black exploitation films.
Yeah,
I think it might actually be the first like
parody movie.
Huge Wayne Brothers cast.
Oh, okay.
He's got this really funny scene with Chris Rock. He's like asking how much does a rib cost, and he's like going back and forth with the guy, and then he goes to pay. They're haggling him. He pulls out a stack about that big of $100 bills or some shit. It's hilarious. Porky's though, that's my like every single fucking summer I watch dirty, poorly made, raunchy teen comedies from the 80s every fucking summer.
Every summer.
It's like I also have a romantic comedy like couple months. Like every single year. I'm watching like 32 fucking romantic comedies, and I'm watching about 32 fucking Porky-ass movies. So Porky's for me.
Yeah, why not?
And it's also the one you've seen.
It's true. Caddyshack versus Police Academy.
Caddyshack. Rodney Dangerfield, dog. He goes up to
that movie's not funny.
Rodney Dangerfield goes up to the judge's wife. You want to make $14 the hard way? He's like, oh, Wayne, come here. You see this hat? You buy this hat, you get a free cup of soup with it. Looks at the judge. Well, it looks good on you. Rodney Dangerfield is the best part of that fucking movie. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's go, Rodney.
Fast Times versus Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
It is a comedies list. So with that being said, Bill and Ted has more humor in it.
Yeah. It's also funnier.
Well, sure.
Coming to America versus 48 Hours.
Coming to America is more of a comedy than 48 Hours.
Mm-hmm.
Both hilarious movies, but Coming to America gets the dub. Fat dub.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles versus Porky's.
Oh, God damn it. Planes, Trains, Automobiles.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but
That movie's funny, man. I love Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, that's like my child and like my cousin I really like. No one else likes that cousin. It's like I'm picking my kid every time.
Yeah.
But it's like I still love that cousin that no one else is like.
Yeah.
Rio. That's a perfect example. Rio is Porky's. No one else likes Rio.
I thought you said Radio.
But I love Rio. I don't like.
I was like, where are you going with this? Caddyshack versus Bill and Ted's.
Let's go, Rodney.
Coming to America versus Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
This could have realistically been my finals.
Yeah.
Coming to America and
Based on
Trading
what we've seen
Places
so far.
could have been my finals
Yeah.
as well.
Out of everything I've seen so far, they would have been. Which is why I'm going to say Coming to America. But
Not me. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So goddamn funny.
it is really funny.
You ready?
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. The kid got me.
Caddyshack versus Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Yeah, for sure. Fuck Caddyshack.
Easy.
So boring, dude. The movie's not funny.
Easy.
But what about the gopher, Nate? Gopher's stupid. It's not fun. Bill Murray and the gopher.
About the gopher.
No. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the general public. I'm talking to all 14 people who watch this video. That gopher is stupid. It's not funny. I love Bill Murray to death. Him and that gopher are the worst part of that movie.
Mm-hmm. The best part about Bill Murray in that movie is when he's like cleaning the ball and he's looking at all these MILFs. You disgusting little monkey woman. But Rodney Dangerfield, 10. Everything he says in that movie lands.
Airplane versus Stripes. I don't like either of these.
Airplane. So. Top 5 greatest comedies of all time.
Lies.
In my opinion.
Beetlejuice. Fuck yeah, Beetlejuice. Versus, this is Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap's a funnier movie.
I was about to say, I love Beetlejuice. Is a better movie. I love Beetlejuice, but it's not like hard on the comedy. No. It's just like a weird, fun movie.
It's quirky.
Yeah.
I would say it's quirkier than it is funny.
But yeah, Spinal Tap is actually a parody comedy.
No, that's a movie Stan loves, doesn't he?
What?
Loves him some Spinal Tap.
He
turns his ants to 11.
I've never heard him talk about Spinal Tap.
We'll text him.
Ghostbusters versus Spaceballs.
Spaceballs?
Well, I think it's like the same thing, right?
It's funnier.
Like, Ghostbusters has funny moments.
Ghostbusters has way more comedy than Beetlejuice does.
That's true, but Spaceballs is a comedy and is freaking hilarious. I love Spaceballs.
It's the greatest Star Wars movie ever made.
It's the greatest Star Wars movie on this list.
Horseshit.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off versus Harry and the Hendersons.
Lil Wayne has a great Harry and the Hendersons lines from his Drought 3 mixtape. But Ferris Bueller's Day Off, that boy goated. Even if it have like slight comedy to it, I'm still picking Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I'm not gonna argue against that because I hate the way this motherfucker looks.
Well, the movie's just so stupid.
Vacation versus Ernest Goes to Camp.
It's a vacation for everybody, I guess. Vacation for me.
Yeah, I also really hate Vacation, but the Ernest movies are stupid.
You don't fuck with Ernest?
I don't. Revenge of the Nerds versus Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck was a guilty pleasure when I was a kid. I absolutely loved that movie.
Yeah.
But I go back, Porky's got eliminated. Up the Creek's the best one out of all of them. I even think you might like Up the Creek when it comes to raunchy teen comedies.
I like Revenge of the Nerds, okay? I've seen it.
Guys, this keeps blowing my mind. Goddamn. Revenge of the Nerds, I don't think there's going to be a lot more raunchy teen comedies, so I'm taking Revenge of the Nerds now.
Yeah, I think Howard the Duck's kind of annoying, personally, but...
When you're 5, that shit's fire.
The Goonies versus The Great Muppet Caper.
Again, Goonies is cool. It's not a fucking comedy.
Right.
So Muppets win by default.
For sure.
Have you seen the guy on TikTok? He does the Kermit Omegle things. And he's like, hey, you want your childhood ruined? And he takes a cucumber and holds it up like it's his penis. Hilarious. The greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I have not seen that, but it sounds kind of
If I see it again, I'll send it to you.
Strange Brew versus Major League.
Strange Brew's ass.
Yeah, you know it's not?
Major League. Major League's
that shit's funny. And it's a great movie. I love Major League. I'm glad I have something to root for on this side of the list. Airplane versus Spinal Tap. Spaceballs versus Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
It's a comedy list.
Right. Vacation versus Revenge of the Nerds. Taking Revenge of the Nerds. Vacation sucks.
I'm not saying that, but my love for raunchy teen comedies is pushing... The bias in me is Revenge of the Nerds. Because if I can squeak at least one of those to the finals, I'll be happy with myself.
Yeah, you know what I'm really... I guess I've always known it, but this list is putting it into more perspective for me. I really fucking hate Chevy Chase. Like,
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I can't stand him.
I don't think
He's not funny.
I didn't make this, but I don't think this was even the best comedy.
No, this is not a great bracket.
No. Majorly easy dub.
Yeah, for sure. Airplane versus Spaceballs. Spaceballs is so much fucking funnier than Airplane.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes.
I
Goodbye.
was about to throw paper.
Put the trash where it belongs. Major League versus Revenge of the Nerds. It's Major League.
Yeah, it is Major League.
Spaceballs versus Major League.
Comedy list. I'm going Spaceballs.
You don't think Major League has enough comedy in it?
It has a lot of comedy
it is
in
a
it.
spoof movie.
It has a lot of comedy in it. But the story is so strong.
That's true. Okay, well, let's talk about quality of comedy.
Mel Brooks, don't talk about quality of comedy.
Okay, I'm not arguing. I just want to make sure that you're sure about Spaceballs before I eliminate Major League.
I would rather watch Major League any day of the week, but Spaceballs is
I fucking love
hilarious.
Spaceballs is so funny.
Like,
Man,
off of the you doing this
what
by
a
yourself.
final. Yeah.
Which one would you picked? Would have been that easy for you?
Yeah, I fucking love Spaceballs. It's so funny to me. I love Spaceballs.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Coming to America versus Spaceballs.
Barf. Have dog, have pain.
Yeah. I'm my own best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouts out Michael.
Comb the desert.
He ain't found shit. Donald?
Dude, it's true. Because, you get funny, hilarious, like, dialogue jokes. You get not just physical comedy, but, like, the prop comedy as well. It's like, it literally has all of it. I fucking love Spaceballs.
Did I tell you about Donald's love of Spaceballs?
I bet Donald loves Spaceballs.
He was talking about it one time, and I was like...
Donald probably saw Star Wars opening night, so I bet when Spaceballs came out...
I bet he hates Star Wars.
I bet it. I don't think so.
So he's, like, talking about it. I'm like hearing hints. I was like, are you talking about Spaceballs? And then we had this, like, 10-minute conversation about Mel Brooks movies.
Yeah.
And then he tells me to go do something. And I'm like, just like when I combed the desert, I ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit. God, I love that
Big
movie.
pop.
Yeah.
Nothing's better. Well, I'll speak for myself. Nothing's better or more special or, like, getting a good pop from Donald on.
Yeah.
Fucking
Right.
gold.
Yeah. What are his thoughts on Men in Tights?
Take it or leave it. You know, really. Big Young Frankenstein. That's his number one. Spaceballs is numero uno.
Yeah.
Big Young Frankenstein guy, too. Which is good.
Putting on the roots. Coming to America versus Spaceballs.
Give me Eddie.
I think Spaceballs was funnier. I'm going to be clear. Coming to America deserves to win this. But I think Spaceballs is funnier.
This is like, give it what they had, solid finals, I will say.
Yeah.
That right side was kind of shaky, baby.
Yeah. It had Airplane.
Go fuck yourself. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Motherfucker.
It's Coming to America. I just wanted to win one more rock, paper, scissors because I knew I was going to win that one. And I lost the first two, so...
Coming to America gets the fat dub. What would have won if you would have did the bracket? Let us know that in the comment section below. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.